sit in my room and plot on some millions. I gotta stab me some pay.
We're making our way downtown, walking in sand, and we're cruising and destined.
What's good, YouTube, man? It's your boy J Don, man. Hey, coming to y'all about a serious issue that I've been seeing going on lately, man. This little Nike and Colin Kaepernick deal, man. I got a lot to say about it. I'm not gonna cover like all of it on one video because I know it's gonna be super long. I could talk about this for days and days and days. But I was on YouTube and I was watching a couple videos of people just discussing the matter about Colin Kaepernick and why is he relevant and he's not a hero. He sacrificed nothing. And I'm like, wait a minute, like this is really bothering that y'all think that this dude is not a hero for the community. He sacrificed nothing. Like, I feel like he sacrificed a lot. Like, as African-American males, we grow up all wanting to, not all, but most of us want to go professional at a sport. Whether it's basketball, football, baseball, soccer, whatever you want to call it. That's what we grow up to want to do. We want to go professional at something. So to say that this man didn't sacrifice anything, I find it very, very disrespectful because this guy sacrificed his whole career. I mean, just to say that, yeah, he was on a decline, but honestly, I feel like he wasn't on a decline. He just had horrible situations that didn't fit his style of play. So we're not going to go into all that, but Colin Kaepernick sacrificed a lot. He sacrificed his entire career through the NFL. And I mean, some people are like, yeah, he still end up getting an offer, but yeah, he got an offer, but what was the amount? Like $2 million, $3 million, and he opted out his contract. I feel like he opted out his contract for a reason the last year because it was just like he knew that the situation was toxic. So it was like, why stay here? Let me see if anybody else want me, or if anybody else don't want me. I'm going to continue doing what I'm doing. If you can't accept what I'm doing, then hey, maybe I don't belong here. And I feel like that's the issue. Maybe he just didn't belong in the NFL. Maybe the NFL needed something to actually like sit down and think about the reason that he was kneeling, and for these people to be out here saying that he was disrespecting the flag and our soldiers and this and that. I just feel like that's a cover up to just blind from the issue that's at stake. Like he's kneeling because he's protesting. Like America is all about this freedom of speech stuff, but once someone start expressing their freedom and start doing what they're capable of doing, it's a problem. You guys are upset because this man kneeled during the national anthem. At first, it was a problem that he was sitting, and then he went to go speak with some soldiers, and like they said, it was more respectful for him to kneel than to sit during the national anthem. And the reason that he was kneeling was because the soldiers said that shows respect to the fallen soldiers when you take a kneel instead of sitting and just disrespecting the flag and this and that. But I'm not here to be politically correct. I'm just here to discuss how I feel about it, because you got a guy who took a 49ers team to the Super Bowl, and to say that he's a nobody is something weird. And I feel like Colin Kaepernick is a hero, because usually people will back out of that situation and be like, you know what, I'm going to get this money. I'm going to secure this bag, or they don't like it, so I know I need to straighten up, because if I don't, I'll be around here broke or poor. So that's taking a gamble on something that you definitely believe in. Police brutality is something serious in the African American community, and it upsets me when people try to be blind that it's not going on. I mean, I know you guys see this stuff every day. I know you guys are seeing it's different allegations popping up every day. And I just feel like people on the other side of things are just looking at it like, well, he was resisting, or he didn't follow the laws, or he looked nervous. And I'm like, first of all, when we get pulled over by the police, we automatically are nervous. Wanna know why? Because we're black. We're nervous. We're nervous. We don't know. Most of the times, we don't know why we're getting pulled over. And then they come and say, oh, you have a tail light out. Okay, got a tail light out. Sir, I'm working on getting that fixed. Is that the smell of marijuana? And so that's always what they go to. What is that smell? Sniffing around the car, this and that. I smell marijuana. Then they put in the flashlight in your car and all this. Now, I've been stopped a few times just for no reason. Sometimes is this your car? When I was living in California, I used to get stopped a lot. I just get stopped a lot due to the neighborhood I was staying in and the kind of car I was driving. In Memphis, I get stopped a lot due to they try to say, is my tent legal? Like, it's just different reasons that they just bug you and just mess with you just to see your reaction and if they can maybe get you to buy into whatever they're saying. I've seen tons of videos of police officers just pulling over black people and trying to get them to just agree with what they're saying. And I feel like that's just, it's becoming a point that it's about time that someone says something. I feel like Colin Kaepernick has shined a light on this situation. And due to us by having social media, we're actually seeing these situations. Because I'm not going to say that these situations have not been going on in the past, but now they're more so have been filmed due to social media. So now we're able to see them. And so the other thing that I want to touch bases on is the Nike and Colin Kaepernick deal. I feel like Nike is somewhat of a sales reach, I would say, for Nike, because it's been 2 years. I think it's been 2 years since Kaep has been like out the NFL or since he's been without a job. It's been 2 years since he's been doing this protesting, and it took Nike 2 years to finally say that, oh, you know what? We're gonna stand behind Kaep. We're gonna do this. We're gonna make him the face of Nike for the 30th anniversary or for whatever. And it's like, why now? Like, why are you reaching out now? He's been a Nike athlete. Don't get me wrong. He's been a Nike athlete, and I don't recall Nike saying that, oh, we're gonna drop Kaepernick from being a Nike athlete due to the situation that's going on, or like, I don't know if Nike is trying to get back at the NFL of some sort, but I do feel like it's a sales reach. And by all means, I support Colin Kaepernick. I support him 100%. But I'm not going to go out here and say I'm going to just buy Nike everything. I already buy Nike everything because, like, I really like Nike products. I mean, played sports all my life, so I love Nike products, and I hate Adidas because I broke my ankle in Adidas. Well, I tore my ankle, however you want to say it. But yeah, so I mean, I'm all for it, but I would rather spend my money directly through some Kaepernick merchandise than to say, oh, Nike supports Kaepernick, so let me buy from Nike. And I'm not gonna fall into that Ponzi scheme, because it's like, hey guys, we're supporting Kaepernick. Help us support him by purchasing these $200 tennis shoes, or by purchasing this $200 jacket, or just by anything. Like, you have to think about, big companies are going to try whatever they can to sell more merchandise. And I truly support Nike. I love Nike. I used to work for Nike, so I'm just not sure on what Nike intentions are with this whole Kaepernick thing. And so the funny thing is, I put a poll out on my Instagram. Follow my Instagram, it's down below. Put a poll out on my Instagram about, do you guys think that Nike truly is supporting the cause that Colin is standing for, or is Nike trying to do a sales scheme to sell more merchandise? It's like, if you make, just say if you do a run of LeBron during basketball season on, just anything that's pointed to one community, of course that community is going to go and, oh my God, did you see those LeBrons, and man, they all about black power. So it's like every African American person is going to go and be like, man, I gotta get them shoes. And so I don't want people to look at it like that. Do I want people to support Nike? Yes, 100%. Because I feel like Nike is a great brand, and a lot of people try to bring up about the child camps where they're making their labor and stuff and all of that. But I feel that during the time where, what was it? It was Tommy Hilfiger was saying he don't want black people wearing his clothing, and when Timberland was saying that Timberlands weren't for black people and this and that, where was everybody to stand behind the black community and say, well, hey, we're going to protest Tommy Hilfiger, or hey, we're not going to buy Timbs? I bet everybody on the East Coast has a pair of Timberlands, regardless of what they're talking about. If you're on the East Coast, New York, all up the Northeast, you have a pair of Timberlands. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, don't bring up the actual thing about the Nike camps and how they make their shoes and all of this when we're trying to shine light on a specific issue that's going on within the United States. And I feel like that's what people are doing. Like, you have the people on the right who are saying we're trying to shine a light on that, hey, it's police brutality going on right now. Like, we need someone to do something about this ASAP. We need you to stand for something. And then people on the left were like, oh, well, he did this deal with Nike and this and that, and Nike has these child labor camps overseas and out the country that's doing this labor work and this and that. And we're like, well, can we focus on, like, us first, America first? Can we get America correct first? And then we can focus on maybe seeing why Nike has these, why Nike has these certain camps that are overseas, and the reason being for these camps and the child labor and all those things. My thing is, let's take care of what we're trying to fight for right now, and then we can focus on what's going on with the Nike camps and see, is is this information true, and why? If so, why? Like, what's going on? Like, why are you doing this? So that's my stand for it, and I feel like I'm on both sides of it, to be honest. So I'm on the side where I'm 100% for Kaep, 100% for Nike, but I'm also on the side where I'm like, I feel like Nike did this for a sales scheme. Like, it's like we can boost our sales up by saying that we support Colin Kaepernick. We can make our campaign around him, and we can probably raise our stock, which the stock has excelled in the last 2 weeks, I think, from the time that campaign came out to yesterday. I believe I was looking at the stock, and it was like up 15% or something like that. If I'm wrong, you can correct me in the comments, but I just feel like this is a topic that needs to be discussed. I probably have other people to come in and pitch in how they feel about the situation. Like, I feel like this is a time to raise awareness on what's going on in America. Like, we really need to raise some type of awareness about this police brutality. And I'm not here saying that it's all African American people. I'm not saying that at all. Because I've seen Caucasian people. I've seen Hispanic people that's been treated these ways. And I just feel like all of it it should be stopped. Because we're depending on the police to protect and serve our communities. But my issue with that is, how are you going to protect and serve a community that you know nothing about? If you didn't grow up in my community, you don't know why I run from the police. If you didn't grow up in my community, you don't know why the next door neighbor carries a gun every time he steps out the house. Or, you know, why certain things trigger us and why we run when we see the police. Like, if you haven't been in the neighborhood, you don't know. And there's some police out there that actually know because they came from the hood. But those are the police that you're not putting back in those neighborhoods. So I do feel like that it can be an adjustment on that side. But then again, I feel like by the police having the type of stereotypes that they have nowadays, that most people who are growing up in these neighborhoods don't want to be police. Then you got to think about it. Nowadays, you're looking at the police, you're like, oh, they pigs. That's what people call police nowadays. Which I don't think is cool. I don't think it's cool at all. Like, I wouldn't dare call the police a pig or nothing. Out of all the encounters I've had with the police, I probably had about 3 encounters that were truly horrible. Probably one that I probably was scared for my life. But I knew when I was living in California, I wasn't doing nothing illegal. I just had a good paying job. I liked nice cars. I mean, what do I don't know what they wanted me to do or wanted me to say, but they did try to hit me with the that I had a weapon in the car, and why was my glove compartment locked, and just certain situations that could they check around and search the car. And even though I know, my rights, that they have to have a warrant and all that stuff, I was like, check around. I didn't care because I knew you're not gonna find nothing. And if you found something, it wasn't mine. It was yours, definitely theirs. Something they put there. So yeah. So I don't know. I just want to continue to shine a light on this situation. And the more this situation keeps going, I'm going to come back with more videos. And I want to bring some dialogue to this. I like hearing both sides. If you feel like that you're around here cutting up your Nike stuff, burning your Nike stuff, hey, so be it. But if you really want to do something, don't burn the stuff and cut the stuff up. How about just go give it to the homeless man that's on a corner at the expressway? Hey, just get all your Nike stuff and just give it to him. Pretty sure he'll love to have it. And instead, maybe you'll feel a little better on the inside and be like, maybe I did do a good deed, even though you are basically you're dimming a light on another situation, but you're helping someone else. So if you're one of those people who are protesting or boycotting, whatever, Nike, whatever you want to call it, man, you can pack the stuff up. You can send it to me, and I go give it to the homeless people. You know what I'm saying? But I just feel like it's stupid to be cutting up Nike shirts and stuff, burning shoes. I saw a couple guys had cut up their little shirts, the little collar shirts and all this. So I've been wearing my collar shirts every day with Nike symbols on it. Wish I can get a collar shirt that just had the big Nike symbol right here and be like, yeah, you look stupid, by the way. Because, you cutting up the Nike stuff, but you're still wearing it, but you're going to cut it. Like, it's still Nike. And guess what? You've already bought it, so Nike really does not care. They don't care. You've already purchased it. And eventually you're going to purchase some more. Because you're going to figure out that, I really like this quality. I really like this company. Am I really upset because they have a black person campaign going on? Am I really upset because this person kneeled during the anthem as a protest for police brutality? Is that really why you're upset? I just want to know, is that really the reason you're upset with Nike? Or even upset with Colin Kaepernick? If you were Colin Kaepernick, how would you raise awareness for police brutality? Or would you have stayed quiet? Because I believe you would have stayed quiet. I'm 100% sure you would have. So if you could help me understand your side, I'm going to help you understand our side. But that's all on this video. I'm going to have plenty more videos coming on this situation. So make sure y'all stay tuned. Make sure to like this video. Subscribe. If you don't like it, you can dislike it. Like I said, this is right here. This video is to bring dialogue into the situation. Stuff we need to talk about, that what's really going on in this world. We need to just stop trying to isolate the situation. We need to stop this left side, right side BS. And we just need to realize that this exists in the United States. Racial profiling still exists in the United States. There's still racism in the United States. So stop trying to feel like that this doesn't go on or we're just overreacting, because we're not. We're not overreacting. But I'll catch y'all guys on the next one. Peace.